The first time I felt the room spin, I didn't realize it was the beginning of a nightmare. My wife's company party was in full swing, laughter, clinking glasses, the low hum of music filling the banquet hall. I had come because she asked me to, because I wanted to support her, even though these corporate gatherings had never been my scene. Then it happened. Her coworker, Mark, a man I had met only a handful of times, looked me up and down with that familiar smirk people wear when they sense weakness. "Wow," he said loud enough for half the room to hear. "Look at this loser standing here with our superstar." The laughter was immediate. Forced, cruel, everyone pretending it was a joke. My chest tightened, my stomach lurched, and I felt every eye in the room press down on me. My wife, standing beside me in her elegant dress, didn't flinch. She laughed. Just a little, light and easy, like she had expected this all along. I wanted to disappear. I wanted to tell her, "Why didn't you say anything?" But instead, I forced a smile and nodded, playing along as if humiliation could be polite. Inside, something broke. The signs had been there for months, subtle but persistent. The way she texted in secret, pulling her phone close whenever I entered the room. The sudden work trips she said were mandatory, but always conveniently near him. And the way she seemed distant, even when we were alone, like part of her mind was somewhere else. I had questioned myself, thinking maybe I was imagining things. Maybe I was just insecure. But Mark's words that night ignited every doubt I'd ever had. After the party, I stayed silent. We drove home in tense quiet. I wanted answers, confrontation, confession, but all I could do was stare at the streetlights passing by, thinking about every small lie, every avoidance, every half-truth. A few days later I found it. Her phone, left unlocked on the kitchen counter. One glance at the messages and I felt my chest tighten again. Not from anger but from betrayal. Flirty texts. Late-night calls. Plans he had made for them when she claimed to be working late. The evidence was there, cold and undeniable. I remembered the small moments now with painful clarity. The way she always had meetings when I wanted to go out, the excuses for weekends she claimed were girls' nights, the sudden rush to check her phone when he called. Memories that once brought comfort now cut like shards. I saw the lies woven into every tender gesture, every laugh we shared. I confronted her that night, standing in our living room, the phone trembling in my hand. "Is this true?" I asked, my voice calm but brittle. She looked at me, caught, cornered, and for a moment I saw guilt flicker across her face. It happened," she said quietly. "I didn't plan for it to. I didn't think." I cut her off. "You didn't think about me? About us? I never wanted to hurt you," she said, tears in her eyes. I made a mistake. I like him, and I didn't know how to deal with my feelings." I wanted to scream. I wanted to shake her and make her feel the hurt that seared through me. But the truth settled in slowly. Anger wouldn't fix this. Betrayal wasn't something that could be yelled away. Trust had been shattered, and no apology could reconstruct it. The weeks that followed were heavy. I moved through the apartment like a ghost, every familiar space a reminder of lies. I remembered laughing together in this same living room, cooking together in this kitchen, and it all felt tainted now. I couldn't decide if I loved her anymore or if that love had already died under the weight of deception. And yet, there was clarity in the pain. I realized I had a choice. Continue to live in the shadow of betrayal, or reclaim myself. I chose the latter. "I can't stay," I told her finally, my voice steady, my eyes dry despite the ache in my chest. "I loved you, but love isn't enough when honesty is missing. I can't build a life on lies." She nodded, almost relieved, almost expecting it. "I understand," she said softly. I'm sorry. I didn't hate her. I didn't need to. I simply let her go because holding on would have meant holding on to pain, to deception, to someone who no longer wanted to be mine. I left that night, walking into the quiet city streets, the hum of life around me a strange comfort. I felt a fragile, bitter relief. Betrayal had taken a piece of me, but not all of me. I was still whole, still capable of love, still capable of choosing myself. And in that moment I understood the hardest truth. Heartbreak doesn't have to break you. It can teach you how to see clearly, how to trust yourself, and how to build a life free from lies. I had lost her, yes, but I had found myself. And that, I realized, was worth everything.